We are back with you live at Genk in Belgium for the second of our three finals this afternoon. This is the first round of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy for 2017. 51 drivers from 39 nations. The series that was initiated by the CIK FIA in 2010, just gets stronger and stronger. Well, the previous winners include the Finn Miklas Tilonen back in 2010, Charles Leclerc won in 2011, Jonas Lapalainen, another Finnish driver, won 2012. Maxime Potti was the champion in 2013. Then he was followed by Richard Verschoor, the Dutchman, Marta Garcia Lopez. She won the 2015 title, and racing in OK for the CRG team in 2017 is last year's Academy Trophy winner, the Brit, Callum Bradshaw. Well, the karts are on the grid, as you can see, the first of three rounds. 506 kart of Mike van Voet. The Dutchman starts on pole. From here, we go to Le Mans in France before concluding at Alaharma in Finland for the three-round series in 2017. As we mentioned, this series was initiated by the CIK FIA back in 2010, and we took the opportunity to speak to the CIK FIA Executive Secretary, Mr. Kay Oberreiter, regarding his thoughts on the Academy Trophy. CIK FIA Executive Secretary Kay Oberreiter, first of all, welcome to Genk in Belgium.
Yes, welcome. So first round of the Academy Trophy this year, and I think we'll have a great event. At the moment the weather is fine, so
51 drivers here this weekend from 39 countries all around the world. On behalf of the CIK, that must make you extremely proud.
Yes, but honestly in an ideal world, so we have one driver, one girl driver. There's a place reserved for women in motorsport. So means in theory we could have even 50 countries. Of course 39 is wonderful, but the target should be to have even more countries, and especially countries where karting is not so well known, like in, let me say, Central of Europe. And I'm happy to have this year especially a driver from Australia, where karting is well educated. And but it's the first time, and it's wonderful. And then we have from African countries, from South America. So that's, I think, pretty successful, yes. And I think we have also, if you compare this to other years, I think we have very good places. So the second round will be in Le Mans, the third round will be in Alaharma, and yeah, let's see. So, and on top of that, there's the anniversary 100 years of Finland, and I think it will be a great event, especially in Alaharma, the last round.
Kay Oberreiter, CIK FIA Executive Secretary, great to have you here at Genk. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good time.
The seventh year of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy. A lot of new faces, but some familiar ones as well, including that driver right there, Xavier Hensayem, the fastest qualifier yesterday morning. He is from here in Belgium. Home track advantage, doesn't it matter? Well, he would differ in that opinion. He starts on the outside of the front row of the grid, the fastest qualifier, as I mentioned, and also picked up 2 out of 3 heat wins here over the weekend. His mechanic is Guy Denise, who was twice vice world karting champion back in 1991 at Le Mans and 1994 at Cordoba in Argentina, as you look at the pole sitter. So Guy obviously got his boy Xavier working pretty well. And yes, it does still grate him that he never took the top spot in the World Karting Championship. There is Xavier, about to be pushed into life. Of course, it's the second year of collaboration with the OTK Group, Esprit Chassis, Vortex Engines, Bridgestone Power Plants, Panther Racing Fuel, and new for 2017, the official racewear supplier. We welcome OMP. As you look at the 502 kart of Joseph Taylor from Newcastle up in Northern England, home track of Aroura. Hopefully everyone in the UK is watching us live. Your boy, Joseph Taylor, Starts out at grid number 3 alongside Kobe Powles, who led for a couple of heats. Starts on grid number 4. 2 Belgians in the top 4. This kid has been super impressive all the way from the Oriental Eastern Asian nation of Japan. Jai Okazumi, second in the final heat this morning. Starts out at grid number 5 in the 518 cart. He's alongside Timon van der Helm, almost a local. The Dutch border is only about 10 kilometres from here. And I'm embarrassed to say that all over the years I've never actually set foot in Holland. And, well, some of the drivers who live not far away often ride their bike just over the border. There is the Moroccan Suleiman Zanfari. He's been pretty impressive this weekend. Also races in the Euro Champs WSK Series in the OKJ class. He starts out at grid number 7. He's alongside Jamie Day from the United Arab Emirates in the 541 cart. There is Jamie. Has rarely been out of the top 5. Starts this one on the 4th row of the grid. The Swiss driver, Jasin Ferati, just behind him in 528. And he's alongside the first of the boys from Brazil, Francisco Melo. There is Ferati, the Swiss. Melo in 525. His mechanic this weekend is none other than the legendary world champion, the great Alessandro Manetti. Francisco Melo from Sao Paulo in Brazil, as the 1 minute board goes up. Great to see all the mechanics decked out in their team race where this series gets stronger and stronger. So does this driver, I should say. Semi Maguatoni from La France. 511 starts on the 6th row of the grid alongside the Italian Leonardo Caglione. A lot of people watching right down the bottom of the dark continent, down there in South Africa. Your boy Jordan North on the 7th row of the grid. The green flag is about to fly, courtesy of the very strong wind here at Genk in Belgium. And we are ready to get underway. A lot of nervous young drivers, some just as young as 11 years of age. The green flag flies. The 125cc Vortex OKJ engines are pushed into life. And for the first time in 2017, we get ready to go green with the Academy Trophy. Kobe Powles drifts it sideways, already trying to get heat into the Bridgestone control tyres. Theo Wernersen, the Swede, slow getting away off the grid, but he does fire that engine into life and will rejoin at the back of the field. Here is Mike Van Viet on pole position alongside Xavier Hansayem, Joseph Taylor, Kobe Powles, Jai Okazumi, Timon van der Helm, Suleiman Zanfari, Jamie Day on grid number 8, and then Jasin Ferati and Francisco Melo. Look at the nationalities involved in this. We're talking about drivers from the likes of Kuwait, the United States, Mozambique, the Czech Republic, Poland, South Africa, Slovenia, 39 nations represented. It's a very exotic field. You can see down there, Jenny Jacobson, one of 6 girls. A record entry for the girls here this weekend. She starts on the final row of the grid, right alongside Shalvisa, all the way from South Africa. We know there's a lot of you watching on down there. We hope for your boys, Shal and Jordan, it's going to be a Musha Leka race. Mike Van Viet, the red helmet, 506. He's alongside 508, Xavier Hansayem Met. Joseph Taylor, as we mentioned, home circuit of Rowra in the United Kingdom. One of 2 British drivers, along with Alexander Simmons from Chester, down near the Welsh border. Alex starts on the 14th row of the grid. The field come past in front of the grandstand. These are the final 34 drivers out of the 51 original entrants from 39 countries all around the world. The CIK FIA Academy Trophy. What a tremendous sight this is. The series gets stronger and stronger, more professional every year. A brilliant concept from the CIK is about to burst into life. One more time, we get ready to go green for the first time in 2017. Mike Van Voet leads them up to the light. We've got to start. He leads down into turn number one. Xavier Hansayem tries the outside NASCAR line. Can he make it stick? Kobe Powles runs out wide. Rejoins. Oh, he's gone very, very wide. Almost has the nose taken off, does the Japanese driver Jai Okazumi, who I think is going to slot into position number 3. Up the back straight there, 3 wide already. Van Voet has to cover off. Joseph Taylor from England. This is a 19-lap final, but they're going at it like it's a sprint race. 25 kilometres around the Genk circuit. A nervous start, but they've all made it through the opening few corners of this first lap. We wait for the leaders to come across the line. Here they come, Mike Van Voet, the Dutchman, 5.06. Under pressure from Joseph Taylor, Jai Okazumi, who sits reasonably tall in that cart, runs in P3. Xavier Hansayem, he's back in 4th, but look at the gap. The front 3 have managed to pull away. The 2 Belgians running 4 and 5, Hansayem and Powles, as Van Voet under pressure from Joseph Taylor. The Englishman sits in 2nd spot. Lets Van Voet do all the work. Mike's done a lot of laps around Genk over the years. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Joseph's first time here racing at Genk. I do stand corrected on that though. Certainly he's racing like a pro. He's running 2nd out of the 51 entries here. The super international field, the Dutchman leads the Brit, the Japanese, 2 Belgians. The driver from the Emirates, Jamie Day, runs in P6. Timon van der Helm, the Moroccans, and Faris P8. The Dane, Oliver Skellier up. Jasin Ferati, the Swiss, rounds out the 10 as they come across the line to complete lap number 2. Van Voet, look at the body movement, the lean on the driver of the Esprit cart, number 506. They've completed 2. They start their 3rd lap. Taylor, quite smooth. The same can be said for Okazumi. Statuesque is the 518 Esprit cart. The leaders are pulling away though. They're even dropping Okazumi off just a little bit. In fact, to be realistic about it, I think Van Voet is actually pulling away. Will the threat come from Taylor, Okazumi, or will Xavier Hansayem, the fastest qualifier, the Belgium on his local circuit? There he is going through. Can he make the move past the Japanese, the Brit, and take on his nearby neighbour, the Dutchman, Mike Van Voet? Unfortunately, we've already had a couple of retirements. Nico Fabris, the Brazilian, Xian Gu, a Chinese driver, are the 2 retirements. We're down to 32. They go up through the back part of the circuit. The sun comes out to shine here at Genk in Belgium. Van Voet head down behind the steering wheel, tries to pull away. Hansayem, he's in 4th spot, has dropped off his countryman Kobe Powles just a little bit. Timon van der Helm, he's in 6th, still it's Day. Skellier up. Zanfari's lost out of place to the Dane. Good start also by the American Joseph Daniel, driving for Ryan Perry Motorsport. He's made up a few places already from further back on the grid than he would have liked to have started. The driver from California tucked in behind Jordan North from South Africa inside the top 15. They've completed 4 laps. This is just about quarter race distance here. The first round of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy here at Genk in Belgium. Up the back straight they go. Hansayem will check him because he's in 4th. He's 2 seconds off the lead, but he's just 0.6 of a second back behind Jai Okazumi. You can hear the Bridgestone tyres screeching for grip. Control tyre, control fuel, control engine, control chassis. Very little can be done. It's a very even playing field, and it's a great introduction for these young drivers in the world of international karting, particularly when they've got the world's elite completing in the KZ categories right alongside them here this afternoon. Van Voet, fastest lap of the race, 56.756. So about 7/10 of a second off their qualifying time, and he's put 1.1 seconds now between himself and Taylor. Okazumi still runs in third, but he's looking vulnerable. Xavier Hansam, he wants to win this race, but he also wants to get up on the podium. There is the Belgian catching the Japanese driver. Up the back straight, down through the chicane towards the old part of the circuit that was built way back in 1982. Everyone, I mean everyone, has raced at Genk. The likes of Michael Wilson, Michael Schumacher, Manetti, Beggio, Pantano, Carapatoso, Courtney, you name it, all the legends, along with the likes of Fernando, Kimi, Lewis, Nico, they have all done laps at this famous circuit here, about half an hour's drive from the Belgian and indeed the European capital. Another fastest lap now for Mike Van Voet. 56.730. He's put 1.5 seconds between himself and Joseph Taylor. Jai Okazumi runs in P3. Will we see a Japanese driver on the podium? Oh, upside, up the outside goes Xavier Hansam. He'll have to give way. He looks behind him. Kobe Powles is still right there. Okazumi was slow out of that final corner. He went to the inside as Matthias Zagazeta, Denmark Gessel, Alexander Simmons, Taglioni, Bergmeister had their own battle further back in the field. Past the abandoned cart of the Brazilian Nico Fabris. And unfortunately, we've lost the second South American from that country. Francisco Melo is also a retirement. So we're approaching half race distance. The field swarmed through like a pack of yellow bees here in the sunshine of Genk in Belgium. There's Akhil Chandra from Jakarta, Indonesia going through at the back of the field there. He did scrape through into the final, having his own dice with the Norwegian girl, Jenny Jacobsen. As we mentioned, 6 girls racing in the CIK FIA Academy Trophy, part of the Women in Motorsport FIA initiative. And it's great to see that number growing over the years. Of course, Marta Garcia, she didn't care if she was racing the boys. Her helmet went on. She was as good as anyone. And she took out the 2015 Academy Trophy Championship. Oliver Skeljerup, Sami Magwatfarif, Zanfari fighting inside the top 10. Kobe Powles has lost out a ton of time. The Belgian has dropped down to 11th spot last time round as Mike Van Voet continues to do the job. He is pulling away. This kid is a star. He's got 1.9 seconds. In fact, it's blown out to 2 seconds now over Taylor. There goes Hansam. He is up onto the podium. Jai Okatsumi's dropped back to 5th. Then we wait for the rest of the field to come through. Luca Nurmi, Gabriel Nord, the Northern European drivers from Finland and Sweden respectively. Erton Fonteca, Alexander Simmons, the Peruvian Matthias Zagazeta, who's being assisted this weekend by the former World Cup champion, the Brit Jordan Lennox-Lamb, as part of the Fusion Motorsport team. It was Jordan North going through, 521 with the Etten centre helmet. Easy to pick out. Jordan running just outside the top 10. Lost out another position that time, just being passed by Luca Nurmi. Mike Van Voet, he's past half race distance and he's giving it absolutely everything. Up the back straight for the 10th time. 9 laps are in the books. We've passed half race distance. There's Xavier Hansam. It's not panning out for the Belgian as he would have expected. Fastest qualifier, the only driver to go under 56 seconds in time practice. Jamie Day was fastest in the first group of qualifying. He led the way in the first group. However, Xavier Hansayem put in a lap of 55.954. They're about 7/10 of a second off that at the moment. Mike Van Voort, unsurprisingly, the fastest driver on the track. And with the likes of Hansayem, Van der Helm and Oliver Skelliet up. The Dane, who's now up into P5 in number 509, are lapping under 57 at this late stage of the event. There's Taylor, there's Hansayem, the Belgian on the back of the Brit. Timon van der Helm further back. He had a big look at him down the inside that time, thought better of it. Down through the chicane, past the model race Genk circuit. The radio controlled track, part of the complex here in Belgium. Xavier Hansayem, he wants to win it. He's on the podium. He has to get past the Brit, Joseph Taylor. He's still got time. There's still 9 laps remaining. Mike Van Voort doing a superb job. The lead's out to 3.2 seconds. It was Joseph Daniel, the American, the Californian in 5.16 going through. The Ryan Perry Motorsport entry. Just outside the top 10, he's trying to catch the French driver, Dylan Leger. Kobe Powles, who was up in the top 3 or 4 earlier on, he's back in 9th position ahead of Leger. It hasn't worked out for him so far. Let's see if Hansayem can make a move down into the chicane. He's not quite close enough this time. Joey Taylor from England doing everything right. He currently holds the second step of the podium. There's Timon van der Helm. Oliver Skelliet up. The Dane in P5. Remember, he started from grid number 16. He's driven a storming race. Jamie Day, all the way from the UAE, still driving a superb race. He's in position number 6. And that's Zanfari. As Day just coming into the screen. Down the inside, Hansayem makes the move. Taylor back into 3rd spot. Can he respond? He tries the outside line. Timon van der Helm. He's watching all this very, very interestedly. Tries to make the move to respond. Is Skelliet up going through? Hansayem. Can he shake him? Can he pull away? Or will Joseph Taylor retake 2nd place? He slides wide on the exit of the chicane. Hansayem now up into 2nd spot, the fastest qualifier. As Jai Okazumi, the Japanese driver who started so well, joins the list of retirements along with the 2 Brazilians, Melo Fabris and the Spaniard Ruben Moya Lopez. Look at the lead from Mike Van Voort. It's out to no more than 4 seconds. He sets another fastest lap of the race of 56.506. Hansayem holds on to 2nd, but a freight train is starting to build behind him. Taylor, Van der Helm, Skelliet up. Jamie Day a little bit further back, the driver from the Emirates. Really, this is the battle for the final step of the podium. Hansayem looks up beside him. Taylor, he's now off the podium. Nice move by Timon van der Helm. The 505 car, the Dutchman, makes it 2 drivers from Holland now on the podium, along with Mike Van Voort. Xavier Hansayem, the Belgian, so it's virtually the local drivers. There may be a geographical border between them, but many of them call Genk the home of champions, their home circuit. The laps are starting to run out. They will not catch Voort, or Mike Van Voort, I should say, being assisted this weekend by Mats van der Brand, the former racer, or part-time racer, I should say, driver coach, driver engineer, driver manager, and part-time BMW rally driver. Mats lives his life at a racetrack, imparts his knowledge on these young pilots, and he's done a superb job because his boy, Mike Van Voort from Holland, now leads by more than 5 seconds. Remember, these drivers are driving identical karts. So to have a leader like that, you just saw him flash by at the bottom of the screen. A tremendous lead. He's giving them a driving lesson here this afternoon at Genk, the home of champions. Skelliet up goes through. He's in 5th. Still Jamie Day in P6. Suleiman Zanfari from Marrakesh in Morocco in Northern Africa. He's in 7th. We watch the battle down into turn number 2. Hans AM holds the tight line. Timon van der Helm, the second Dutchman in the top three. They've both got the green coloured helmets. First in line is 508 Hans AM. 505 is Timon van der Helm. 509 cart is Oliver Skellier up from Denmark. Hans AM looks behind him. We thought he would pull away and try and mount some sort of challenge to the race leader, Mike van Vogt. That has not happened. Van Vogt 5.3 seconds down the road. And Jace Denmark Kessel, he might be down in position number 22, the driver from Arizona, but he's just done the fastest second sector of the entire race. Tucked in behind Charles Visser, Theo Vernison, Leonardo Caglione and the Spaniard Ayrton Fonseca. The laps are running out. It will take a disaster to stop the Dutchman Mike van Vogt, which we do not wish upon him or anybody for that matter. Three and a half laps now remain. The opening race of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy for 2017. Perfect driving from these four pilots, super smooth. Mind you, Joseph Taylor rides the ripple strip, gets it airborne rallycross style. We've got a change for second spot. Timon van der Helm takes second. Hans AM tries to fight back. They go side by side. Down in front of the grandstand. Skellier up. The Dane now up into P4. With 3 laps to go, this race starts to come alive. They're side by side still. The Dutch, the Dane, the Brit Joseph Taylor. He's not out of this either. Again, side by side on the start-finish straight. They try and drive each other into the grass. It is Timon van der Helm who will hold on to second spot with 2 laps remaining. Look at the bottom of the screen. Mike van Vogt sets another faster lap of the race. And while these drivers are dicing, he is walking away with victory. Down the inside, the 509 of Oliver Skellier up. The Dane, he's up on the podium with a lap and a half left to go. The opening round of the Academy Trophy for 2017. The gap is almost out to 6 seconds. Fastest first sector, fastest second sector again for Mike van Vogt. And while they've been dicing, he's put another second on him. It's out to 6.7 seconds now. They come across the line to get the last lap board. The fight for the bottom step of the podium. Oliver Skellier up. The Dane, remember, he started on grid 16. What a drive from Oliver. Hans AM, he's currently off the podium. And a big gap is starting to be formed between himself and Oliver. The Dutch are running 1 and 2 here at Genk in Belgium. They may be from just over the border, which is not more than 10 miles away from karting Genk, but they are dominating here in their neighbour's backyard. Mike van Vogt, he will win here this afternoon, have no doubt. 7.7 seconds down the road. He's not even on the same screen. His countryman, Timon van der Helm's in second spot. The Dane, Oliver Skellier up's in third. Hans AM, the fastest qualifier, he's off the podium, but the win by a country mile goes to Mike van Vogt. We wait for second place. Timon van der Helm makes it a Dutch 1-2 here in Belgium. And the Dane, Oliver Skellier up from grid 16, picks up the final step of the podium. What a race, what a drive by Mike van Vogt. Timon van der Helm in second spot. Oliver Skellier up, takes third. And Xavier Hans AM, the Belgian, finishes off the podium. What a dominant performance by the Dutchman. 1 and 2, 51 drivers, 39 nations, and they've dominated here this afternoon. Look at that. The Dutch national flag. We will hear the Dutch national anthem ring out here in their neighbour's backyard in a few moments. Mike van Vogt takes the win. Timon van der Helm is second. And Oliver Skellier up takes the third step of the podium here this afternoon. Xavier Hansam just misses out. Joseph Taylor, the Englishman, is 5th, and Jamie Day rounds out the 6th. What a tremendous start to the CIK FIA Academy Trophy for 2017. From here we go to Le Mans in France for the second round of the series before concluding at Alaharma in Finland. Mike Van Voort, well, he's got the first one in the books. We will see him on the podium along with his countrymen. The Dutch flag will fly 1 and 2 here at Karting Genk in just a few moments. And then after that, we will have the big one, the KZ final, the World Championship class, the second round of their series, remember, after we kicked things off at Sarno just a few weeks ago. This is the second event of the 2017 CIK FIA European Championships at Karting Genk here in Belgium. The podium presentation for the CIK FIA Academy Trophy class live right here on CIKFIA.tv in just a few moments. CIK FIA Academy Trophy. We wait for the drivers to arrive. Of course, from here we go to the legendary Le Mans circuit in France before concluding at the Mikasalo Alaharma circuit in Finland for the third and final round of the series. The three drivers just making their way up to the podium, putting their Bridgestone caps on. A great start to the CIK FIA Academy Trophy. The first race here at Karting Genk, the home of champions for 2017. Just wait on official confirmation of the race order. We may be over the border here in Belgium, but the Dutch flag will fly atop the podium here this afternoon at Karting Genk. We are ready to proceed. The first round of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy. A storming drive from way back on the grid. Third place here this afternoon from Denmark. Let's hear it for Oliver Skeljerup. Second place from just over the border in Holland. Let's hear it for Timon van der Helm. And a Dutch domination here this afternoon. He gave them a driving lesson from the Netherlands. The winner, Mike van Voort. As we stand by for the national anthem of the Netherlands. The podium for the first round of the CIK FIA Academy Trophy. I'd like to call on Mr. Dave Ritson, the circuit promoter, race organiser of Karting Genk, to present the third place trophy to Oliver Skeljerup of Denmark. The circuit owner here at Karting Genk, the home of champions, Mr. Paul Lemmens, to present the second place trophy to Timon van der Helm of the Netherlands. And Mr. Koen Lemmens, the CEO of Karting Genk, the home of champions, to present the winning trophy to Mike van Voort of the Netherlands. The girls step in to present the flowers to third place Oliver, second place Timon, and the winner Mike. And now we stand by for the champagne. We'll also proceed with the official presentations of the Panta, the official fuel supply, the Panta fuel voucher, along with the Avio Milano timepieces. Third place, Oliver. Second place, Timon, and the winner here, Mike, this afternoon. And we step in for a quick word, if we can, with third place, Oliver scaling up. Oliver from Denmark, but all the way from grid 16. What a drive. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, my bumper was in, and I think it was over, but yeah. I would say thanks to Evan for making this impossible, and to my mechanic for the big support. Thanks.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. Second place, Timon van der Helm. Very consistent all weekend and second on the podium this afternoon. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a very good weekend for me, and I was very fast. Mike was iets too fast. En I will bedanken daar Tweehuis, mijn vader en mijn moeder en academie.
Congratulations, Timo. Mike, you gave them an absolute driving lesson here this afternoon. Dutch domination, first and second. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Vet cool. And I like the track here, and yeah, I will thank to my mechanic and to my dad and mom and to Mats van the brand for the ondersteuning en alles. En
congratulations. Third place, Oliver from Denmark. Second place, Timon. The Dutch domination. Look at the Dutch flags, first and second. The winner, Mike van Vogt. Stay with us on CIKFIA.tv. The KZ second round of the European Championship. The last remaining final of the afternoon, live in just a few moments.